Welcome, everyone, to Michie Stadium, home of the Army Black Knights. As we'll see a team from the American, the Charlotte 49ers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Army Black Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Well, that's some way to start this game. They're lining up for an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Man, first play under the lights. You had all day to think about how you wanted to start the game. And this defense, exactly how they wanted to do it. Get to the quarterback and get him on the ground.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, if you didn't know that young man before the game, you do now. How about that? 2 plays, 2 sacks. That's how you start a football game. This defense is flying around.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Bringing the heat. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the 49ers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. So the Army Black Knights offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Johnson wants to throw it. Out of the backfield, he's open. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Let's look at the big picture for Army. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a 3-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition. Games are still won and lost in the trenches. I know this is just one piece, but getting this 3-star offensive lineman who is very highly recruited, that was a massive win for this head coach.
And the Black Knights will have it 1st and 10. Give to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Black Knights want to crank the tempo.
Really good looking run, and when you play Army, you know these guys offensively, they are always so dialed into their rushing attack. Everybody understands their assignment and responsibility. It doesn't matter if they're running the option. It doesn't matter if they're doing it out of the spread. They know who they need to block, and as a defense...
Oh, he's got some space. Got some room in under the goal line. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And the Black Knights, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Black Knights!
If the offense continues to put drives like that together, this defense is in trouble. How about the balance? The ability to throw the football, run the football, keep the defense guessing, and then when it gets closer to the end zone, the physicality to punch it in. Great start for this offense.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Off the play fake on first down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on third down to avoid doing it again. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The 49ers will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Here's the return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Here's the pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Creates a little room. There he goes. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Under fire. Caught behind the line. It's Brown. Across the 25. He's got room. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Johnson looking to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll run play action. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. And he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Runs through a tackle. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Still from the pocket, fires over the middle. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. Looking downfield on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Stokes. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And the 49ers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Got it behind the line. It's Stokes. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the break, and Army has the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. And it's caught. Touchdown, Niners. The extra point here would tie the game.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy.
Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Army. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and then guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The 42-yard field goal that was no good gives them the ball back at the 25-yard line. Pulls it, fired complete. Got room at the 35. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. On first down, here comes this offense. From the gun, running back gets the gift. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, running back on the move. They bring him down right at the 45. Not enough to move the sticks, but maybe close enough to go for it here on 4th. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Good surge up front, give him 4 out to the 18.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yards.
Turning it on! Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll leave it with him. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
The run to the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Johnson wants to throw it. Finds his tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. They're really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. The Black Knights are moving quickly down the field. He leaves it with his back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
And the Black Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's going to run it. Still running at the 35. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. The Black Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And this will be the 9th play of the drive. Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on third down. He'll try to breaks into the open, headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Black Knights!
It's a phenomenal effort on third down by the QB, but how about the blocking? When that play broke down, look at the receivers running routes. They all of a sudden turned around, and they went and got some blocks to help out their QB. You gotta love that.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you build yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Makes the catch. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The give to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's going to throw deep right side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The 49ers will try to pin them back with the punt. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Makes a move. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Johnson looking to throw. Trying to beat the D deep. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He'll pull it down. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Black Knights will punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. They'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The give from the gun. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, one thing we can always count on is a great atmosphere in West Point.
And the 49ers will boot it away to start the second half. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. Grabbed behind the line. It's Brown. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Complete out of the backfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Keep it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Johnson wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Black Knights decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Hopkins. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Wants to go up top. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up, they'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. The 49ers send out the punt unit. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity ladder. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He might want another play. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Stokes.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Shakes off the defender. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Brown has it. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. There he goes. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. And the Black Knights headed quickly to the line. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Army! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Gonna run it. It's Stokes. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Guys, it is Army who carries the lead into the quarter break. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They'll run it from the gun. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the 49ers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Here comes the heat. Going to throw it over the top of the D. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Army has it back in the offense ready to go. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over.
Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Johnson looking to throw. Hauls it in. Touchdown, Black Knights! And they take it in for 6 more points. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. USF sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the fourth quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in Tampa. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. Always fun to see 2 of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Hands it off. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Hit as he throws. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. The 49ers line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Working that wide receiver screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great play by the cornerback. And this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
The Black Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
And the Black Knights are rolling down the field. Give to the running back. He breaks a tackle. Nice move to keep running. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. First down here for the offense. They go to the ground. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The Black Knights look to do some damage in the red zone. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Rides to back and leaves it. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The give on the option. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way.
Lofts one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the 49ers will bring the punt team onto the field. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Makes the catch around the 50. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Black Knights will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting, keep throwing the football, try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying playmakers or just seeing what you can come up with here at the end of this game and not quitting.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because defenders are swatting at the ball, even if you can't see them.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Going to try to get it himself. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And while they could run victory formation, you also have to think about padding those stats. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. And, man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different-looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And, David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's
welcome to a long-awaited showdown. Don't have to be a fan of either team to appreciate the matchup of these two elite quarterbacks. Both guys hoping to use this big stage and display their supremacy. Sooners will kick this deep to get us going. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. So Tennessee's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. We'll see this quarterback, Kirk, who's very much a contender for the Heisman Trophy. He told us he's trying to ignore that talk, but the numbers he's putting up as we head toward the home stretch make him impossible to ignore.
Yeah, and I think he's done a really good job of kind of putting this on the back burner, the individual accolades. He's focused on winning games. I think it has a big part of why he's been able to enjoy such a great year.
He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. Both these teams told us they're eager to prove a point. Here we are mid-season. They both earned their spot in the rankings, but we expect tight competitive battle today.
Well, that's the beauty of these top 25 matchups in the middle of the year. A little bit of a better handle on who these teams are. Love the fact that we get these two teams on the field. May the better team win, and hopefully it's a close one all the way to the end.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
Short connection to the tight end here. They're finally able to stop, and the quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference. Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Can't find anybody on 3rd down. Throws it away. And now 4th down coming up.
Gosh, Chris, I just love this atmosphere. The home field advantage on full display. The defense flying around with energy. Nice job there on that 3rd down of using the energy from the crowd to make that stop.
The receiver makes the catch. They make the stop, but he's in enemy territory now. First down to the 45.
Well, this coach isn't holding anything back today. Plenty of time left, and the confidence to go for it is very telling of the faith he has in his guys.
On the ground, it's Woods. First down and more. He's still running. They bring him down, but this offense now in scoring position. First down from the 30. The Volunteers getting set on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. That's reeled in. It's Woods. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. 2nd down after that completion. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Tackle, but first down.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
They never had a chance. Tackle in the backfield. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down.
Just a great job here by this defense, sniffing out the screen. They were not fooled at all. He caught that ball. He had nowhere to go, and it's a loss of yardage.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Can they keep the opening drive alive? The 11th play, it's 3rd and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Using his legs on the scramble. They chase him down. He tried to run for it, but it'll bring up 4th down. Both teams settling in, looking to set the tone here, Kirk, in a game where there's a lot at stake with both teams coming in.
Yeah, both these teams realize this is a key game in the grand scheme of things. Late in a year like this, a winner may be able to look back at this as a game being the reason they finish strong and make a big push to those bowl games around New Year's.
Goes to his right side there for the completion. Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now. And the Volunteers looking to run some tempo here. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
Boy, this defense is stepping up here early in this game, really controlling the line of scrimmage. Just nowhere to go on this last play. And now we've got a 3rd down, a big opportunity for this defense to get off the...
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers.
Boy, there's nothing more satisfying for an offense coordinator than having a quarterback that he can trust in these critical areas. Here you are, 3rd and goal. What do? Put the ball in the hands of that quarterback. Whether he runs it in or throws it, you know he's going to make the right decision. Found the matchup, made the throw, and you get a touchdown to open the game.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Austin. He tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. The Oklahoma Sooners offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. They'll be met by a defensive front that has a couple of impact players on it. They get after the quarterback. They slow the run down. Really a nightmare to block.
Well, these guys are what it's all about. You want to build a great defense? Follow this blueprint right here. Big, strong, athletic defensive linemen. They're game wreckers, and they're lucky to have a couple of them up front. Going to be tough on this offense to try to hold up at the line of scrimmage.
They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. So one moves the ball to the 38. Another first down.
Well, there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a first down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
I still love to see Oklahoma run the football and be able to show people they can get first downs by running the ball. I know their quarterbacks have been great in recent years, but the Sooners, when they want to be able to run the ball, you know they're going to run it. You still can't stop that offensive line and a great dynamic.
The catch is made for a huge pickup. And takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
They'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Grabbed by the receiver. He's got room to run. What a catch and run by the junior. One play, and they're already past the 40. 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Swung for the pass rush. Sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Finds an open target on the left side. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. Offense facing 3rd and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th down decision? Catch made by the tight end. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 40. 1st and 10. The Volunteers pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. Looking to throw here. Caught behind the line. It's Figueroa. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher 2nd down on the way. Through 1 quarter. Let's see how the quarterback's stats stack up. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Looking to throw it again. And it's incomplete. Comes up a little short on that throw. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit to give it a shot here from very long distance. This will be interesting. They're going to trust the kicker from 57 yards out. Can he get it there? Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. And that one's off target, and the game will remain tied.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. What poor kicker.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. Quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Tight end makes the grab. Really solid first down game. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. Now it's second down here. Oh, looks like the defense jumped offside there. If that's the case, this will be a first down. Contact in the neutral zone leads to the penalty. It's good news for the offense. So the offense comes up now in first down thanks to that costly penalty. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Grab made by the tight end. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. The Sooners looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They mix it up with a run. Fighting off the defender. Good enough for first down yardage.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
And it's incomplete. Just missed the wide receiver there. So now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit. Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. Try is no good, and we're still tied. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now.
It's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown at the very least, 3 points, but instead, he shanks it. I love to watch this offense when they can dominate the line of scrimmage and have a talented back behind him. You continue to pick up first downs, you get the rhythm going. We've been watching Tennessee offenses do that for a long time.
On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. A quick spin move. And the sophomore brought down after an excellent run. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Play action here on first down. Deep shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Vols.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. They need something out of this possession. Last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. The back's got it. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. He'll hand it off. Not much on that play. Brought down short.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
On third down, he drops to throw. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Wide open downfield. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Receiver in motion now. Quarterback will throw it off the one-pass option. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. A deep shot to the left side. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. And the Sooners will have to punt this one away. And that sets up a return. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Chris, it's the consistency of this pack has given this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Receiver makes the grab.
Well, obviously you're going to throw the football on third down. Man, they complete that pass and lose yardage to set up this big fourth down.
Offense rolling the dice on this fourth down call. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Caught. He's wide open. Look out. They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
That's what you love to see from the quarterback, recognizing the receiver's past the marker, and a good job by the receiver to know where he needed to go to get that first down.
The pass rush closing in. They hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. Important second down play coming up.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
The balls line up on 1st and 10 now. And the wideout goes in motion. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Figueroa. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. That's reeled in. It's Woods. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that's so demoralizing for a defense, especially for those star players who don't sub out as much. By the fourth quarter, it really starts to wear you out.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down. 2nd and 10 now from the 28 after the incompletion. And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Makes the grab. It's Figueroa. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving them multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
Makes the grab, a chance to score. Tackle at the 8 after the completion. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Ball handed off. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal. And the Vols hustle to the line to run the hurry up. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just a complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Running back has it on a screen now. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
Chris, the timing of this screen pass just seemed to be off. The defense almost waiting for the ball to be thrown. He had nowhere to go by the time he caught it.
Stopped for no gain, and that'll be the final play in the first half. And then it's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
And the Sooners offense is back on the field. Passing game effective in the first half. Let's see if they keep it going or if the defense has made adjustments trying to protect the lead here. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. That's a big hit at the end, but they get a fresh set of downs. The offense looks fired up to begin the second half. That's the kind of play they needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged, and it looks like it's working. They're playing with a different kind of energy. Let's see if they can do it again. One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Pass caught, second down now. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. It's a bootleg looking to throw. He's going to pull it down and run. And the senior calls his own number, keeps this drive moving.
This could be a turning point in this football game. Defense does a good job. It's third down. They got to get after this quarterback, and instead, he pulls it down and picks up big yards for a first down. Kind of feel the momentum flipping here.
Comes up with the catch. He's brought down after a short gain that's not going to be first down yardage. The shotgun handoff here. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. That's caught. It's Jordan. And they convert on third down. Move the ball to the 36.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
He's going to lose yardage there. Forced out of bounds. Great play by the defense.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
It's a quick grab. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
This defense has got to be aware of these quick throws to these wide receivers. They're lucky he didn't come up with more yards.
The Sooners come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. The offense now operating in the red zone. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Sticking with the running game. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down marker.
But I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
He is stopped cold on 3rd and inches.
Usually with a quarterback sneak, the worst thing that could happen is you get stopped for no gain. This guy's trying to make something happen that's not there, and he loses yardage on 3rd and inches. Now we got 4th down.
He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
And the defense smothers him for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Off the play fake, we're going to pass him. The pass rush gets home.
Well, let's face it, they dug themselves a hole in the first half. But I'll tell you what, they're coming out with a new look and a new energy here to start the second half.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and very long. QB to the tight end for a completion. That's a solid gain, moves the ball out to the 28.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Catch made on the right side. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line. Because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here they get some positive yards.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, that's a classic case of predetermining what to do with the football. You've got this incredibly talented receiver, arguably the best athlete on the field. I get it. You want to get him the football, but throwing into double coverage, that's a no-no and a great way to throw picks.
They get the 3rd down conversion. 1st down now from the 37.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. The running game is working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. They finally stop him at the 8. It'll be 1st and goal. The Vols will crank up the tempo. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And he's finally tackled down at the 2-yard line.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
When they stop him short, defense stout here on back-to-back plays.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Caught in the backfield. It's Figueroa. Touchdown, Volunteers. This quarterback on fire today.
This is a nice touchdown and a great play call. Just get this receiver in space and let him make people miss and use his speed to get to the end zone. That's what they did here, and it pays off.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. Last time the defense got a big fourth down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Try and muscle for the first down. Oh, they've got him behind the line. It's a tackle for loss to wrap up the third quarter. And notice how the balance of this passing game has been on display here. A whole bunch of guys getting involved catching passes. That's tough to stop. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. The pocket breaking down. Oh, and they'll trap him back there. A fourth down stop and a sack, no less. The offensive coordinator begins this drive with excellent field position. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
What a game for this offensive line of scrimmage. They've been able to enjoy really the tempo going their way because they've been able to run the football. This guy now has 98 yards rushing. A couple more, and he'll be in triple digits. What a great day for him.
That's a design quarterback keeper. End zone ahead. Touchdown, balls. Still no answer for this offense.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Returner looking to create better field position. And they've got the returner corralled. The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. The last time they went forward on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Second and long for this offense after the sack. And here's the handoff. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Fires it to the wideout. Oh, he makes the catch. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Lets it go quickly. He's got it in the open. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it. Offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
And they'll give it to the back. Powers through. Defense able to contain him after that juke, but he picks up a solid gain. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They'll run it here. And he's brought down, but that strong stiff arm earned him the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work
are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Boy, it's another incompletion. Just something's missing with this offense. Cannot quite get into sync. And now we got another fourth down for this quarterback.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw.
Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
The passing game just hasn't been consistent today. It's plain and simple. They might not quite be out of it yet, but they have to start connecting soon or this one will be over.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. He'll be brought down on fourth down, and the drive ends with a sack.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open. The result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. Looking to scramble. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. And they've got him, but there's also a flag on the play. So the big gain wiped away by the penalty, and the offense moving backwards. Here's the second down play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Avoiding the pressure, moving out to the right. Going to try to use his legs here. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from the first down. Back behind the quarterback, line in a pistol. Going to pick up the third and short through the air. Good as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Hey, I get that passing the football has had a lot to do with you building up this big lead, but at this point in the game, man, take care of your players, get them out of here healthy, run the football, and get out with a win.
Breaks into the clear right down the middle, end zone ahead. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Tennessee.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
Tennessee, 42.
Bringing it out. It's Austin. Tackled at the 12. Coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. Remember, last time they went for it on fourth down and got stopped. The opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. They lose 3 in that play, so now it's second down and 13. Important play coming up. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looks to the left, pass caught. He stopped right there at the line, no gain. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Looking for a man deep down the left side. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down. The Sooners will bring their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And the ball is away from his own end zone. He'll field it close to the 50. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. They were up double digits at halftime, and they're just continuing to roll, building on the lead here in the second half. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, this offense has had a great day today. The game is out of reach. I'd be curious to know why the starting quarterback's even still in the game and why is he throwing the football?
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. He lets it rip. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Second down play coming up. Back to throw again. This time a completion. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being picked.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play called, and continuing to put points on the board.
Tennessee, 49.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Austin. Turner brought down. Sets up the next drive. Final 2 minutes as this offense desperate to get some points here quickly and try to stage a big comeback. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. First down, looking to throw the football. Defense is coming after him. Looks like he's going to run it. Gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
That's how you get after the quarterback. This is a great play by the defense of being able to affect the timing between the quarterback and the receiver. And, man, how about the hit at the end of the play? Man, he laid the hit stick on him there.
Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where in the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, man, that's what they've been looking for all game.
Offense now behind the 6 on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Makes a quick grab. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Hey, there's the execution that's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point in the game, it's obviously over. But you love to see the offense coordinator still giving this quarterback opportunities.
And the Sooners will send their punt team onto the field.
Number 17, on to kick it away.
Oh, this spin move, but he's got some space here. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 31. Here comes a handoff. Oh, look at the quick cut. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. First down and 10 now.
For the offense.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. Second and 1.
What a gain here. Almost picked up a first down on a first down play. Good job here late in the game of playing hard, dominating football by the offense.
The Volunteers pick up enough for a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Been a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
And that's good enough.
This was a case of a higher-ranked, respected team that came in here and handled business. Did what we expected them to do, Kirk, but they did it with Impressive focus and execution.
Man, you said it. These guys just seem to be on a mission today. They weren't going to let anything get in their way, especially another ranked opponent. This team was motivated from the opening kickoff.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.